Yo, what's up guys and welcome back to Shiki. Today we're back with another video. This time it is Karma is an Army Part 4. We've seen the first 3 parts, I believe, and we're here for some more basically statements that age like milk. Unfortunately, BTS, they have a lot of, people that just don't want them to succeed, and they kind of put out statements before they're even done anything, and they get proven wrong. And what I like about this is BTS's approach. No matter how many people are talking, BTS is doing the work. These guys are just keeping their heads down, focusing on what makes them who they are, and they produce the music without buying into all these different buzzes around. So thank you, Shookga, for this video, and let's get straight into it.
Hello armies, I'm back again with another Karma is an Army video. First of all, this video is not intended to hate other groups in any ways. And excuse me for grammar mistakes, cause we been knew I sucks in English. Now let's start. The first topic is the classic D-sang. Before 2016 BTS still didn't have any D-sangs yet, and at that time, the boys said that getting a D-sang is one of their biggest dream. They want to receive it because it's D-sang. It's something they can't even dream about before. But they were insulted and got mocked for dreaming about it.
They were dreaming about it. Now, 5 years later, they're doing sweeps. They got the brooms out.
On the week of their comeback, their melon rank was number 20. Considering YouTube views and digital sales, the other group is more likely to win a D-sang. BTS physical sales are beaten by the other group. They have zero public recognition and their fandom is just starting to grow. He's going too far. Isn't he said to be smart? He doesn't seem to know how to filter words. Well, let's see how many D-sangs that BTS have now. As of January 30th, 2020, BTS has a total of 40 D-sangs, which is the most in South Korean history, including 3 D-sang sweep from MMA 2019, Mama 2019, and GDA 2020. They are the one and only Korean act who can snatched all of the D-sangs from 3 major award shows in Korea, and recently they also win a D-sang from the FAK Music Award, which means that they now have 41 D-sangs in total.
And that's not even mentioning the fact that they just won another 9 awards at the MAMA, and I think they've accumulated another 23. So they're up in the 60s now. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Did you see my bag? Did you see my bag? But of course, people like to downplay BTS achievements, so now they claim that D-sang is not important anymore. It's irrelevant, rigged, and just an attendance award. Year-end award shows have completely lost their importance. A D-sang no longer holds the same value it did before. Everything is rigged, everything's commercialized, nothing genuine and fair. I'm glad my faves decided to focus on their own work and fans instead of this. We know it's rigged when Mama decided to give D-sang to Bangtan. So what's new?
Here's the thing. It's rigged when it's not your group winning, but it's not rigged when it's your group winning. What I don't like about these statements in general is because they completely disregard what BTS has done. Like they just throw everything that they've done for years outside the window, and they just think like, nah, it's rigged. So it's just like
38 rigged D-sangs. How funny BH2 Sagiges since 2016. Funny. What funny is they were so loud about how much D-sangs that their faves got in 2016. They were mocking BTS because their faves got more D-sangs. But now they said it's irrelevant, rigged. Make it make sense, people. Just say you are jealous and go. Now let's hear what
These
some
pictures.
people think about the latest BTS comeback. BTS poppers will argue with other fandom about who started the tiny number trend. While their envy is losing views, you're worried about the wrong number. They flopped on YouTube. They stay focusing on other groups instead of their faves as usual. Then they come crying when they can't get their 90 million goal. First of all, the one who started the tiny number discourse was the other fandom. We were just saying that the tiny 7 is iconic. because some big television account and celebrities also using it. No one said we started it, but the other fandom assumed that we did, so they started saying that they did it first. Second of all, BTS are not flopping, not on YouTube, not anywhere. One of the major reason why we couldn't reach our 24 hours goal is because YouTube has new rules which make it harder to gain views, and YouTube also constantly deleting and freezing our views, so it make it twice harder for us to break the record. Despite of that, Unofficial music video broke the record for the most viewed premiere video on YouTube with 1.5 million views. On also broke the fastest MV to reach
1.5 million views in 7 minutes. Oh my god. That is absolutely incredible. An hour, 10 million views. I mean, wow.
10 million views in 1 hour 5 minutes. Black Swan broke the record for the fastest MV to reach 1 million likes, and we broke so many records on other platform too. So you can't associate BTS with the word flop, because they just didn't meant to be together. Back in 2016, it was still difficult for BTS to get.
There's a lot of people with like unnecessary comments against BTS. Like, here's the thing, like, you know, I come from a very heavy sports background, where, you know, everything is about sports. We play it, we watch it, we enjoy it, and you know, in sports, you know, you root for different teams, and you make fun of maybe your team not winning this or not that, but it's never to the point that I'm seeing right here. At least not what I've been through. I can't speak for the whole sports community, but my point is, like, these guys are working constantly, 24/7. They're just putting in so much work, whether it be the dancing, the singing, the rapping, working on new albums, new songs, and also producing a lot of content for their fans. And you just can't disregard that. You just can't like just throw that all like out of the window and just be like, oh, BTS is this, BTS. It just doesn't. It's not the way. I strongly disagree with that.
At 1 million pre-orders, and some people were underestimating them. ARM is going for 1 million pre-orders. I'd like to see them try. Million sellers on your dream big hit, lol. Thank you for your wish, but karma is an army. And now in 2020, Map of the Soul 7 surpassed 3.42 million pre-orders in the first week, and a final 4.02 million pre-orders before its release date, making it the most pre-ordered album ever from South Korea. It's a legend behavior, I think. Some people believe that BTS uses bundles to boost the sales of Map of the Soul 7 albums.
Oh my god. No matter what I see, there's always a new angle that they take of something just not making sense when it comes to BTS. Why are people just trying so hard? What's next? BTS causes the sun to be hotter in some areas in the world, causing global warming, which makes people go outside and go to their concerts. Like, what? It's just it doesn't. The whole thing just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't.
It's ridiculous, but here's what they said. So ARM is in BTS and Bang PD once again for the billionth time taking a page out of other company groups' books and going the bundle route. My faves truly paved the way. She really gave your life, and I'm glad to see you're not wasting it. Happy Chi. Oh, I mean bundling. Happy bundling.
Alright, I'm just gonna reply to that. If you're talking about paving the way, I think paving the way is something that you use when BTS does something like winning Artist of the Year in at the MAs, going top 1 in Billboard, and, you know, being nominated for Grammys. These things I would consider paving the way, because this is like uncharted territory that they're breaking constantly, and that's basically paving the way.
Look at Bangtan not using bundles. Everyone, let's clear the search. BTS uses bundles, BTS uses bundles, BTS uses bundles, BTS uses bundles. So, they said Target deal buy 2 get 1 free is bundling, and vinyl package is also bundling. Well, they are really uneducated about this bundle thing, because what the heck, Target deal is just a marketing strategy from Target to sell their goods. It's not only BTS albums that got that deal, but other things too. Meanwhile, this is the example of bundle. Basically, when you buy merchandise like this hoodie, you'll also get an album with them. The album is attached to the merch to boost the album sales. That's what bundle means. So yeah, BTS didn't do bundles for Map of the Soul 7. The sales are organic, no English album, no bundles, and no radio play. Well, it's actually kinda sad about no radio play, because it seems like they are trying to block BTS to chart higher. We didn't even get 200 spins, and only 6 stations that play BTS new title track.
Well, I wonder how that's looking today.
But in the end, BTS and ARMY successfully reached number 4 in Billboard Hot 100 chart with On. Meanwhile, Map of the Soul 7 reached number 1 in Billboard 200 chart with 422k sales and 347k in pure sales. We can achieve all of that with organic sales. We didn't need English album, bundles, and radio play to boost our sales. Our power is really that big, because teamwork makes the dream work.
That's true.
Let's move
To the next. Before we move to the next case, regarding the albums and radio, you know what I really take away from this? Just take a look at BTS's journey. You know, they just take small and then huge leaps. It's like you can see their progress. Like they started at number 4, and then they just went 1, and they kind of stayed at 1. You know, that's just it's a beautiful story that they got.
Move to the next case. Do you remember PC year 2019? At that time, BTS lost all of their PCA categories. We didn't win anything, but based on the voting stats, we were actually the number 1 in every nominations, and the concert tour category was particularly controversial.
It is mentioned that the concert category was particularly controversial because the Love Yourself tour had 2.06 million attendees through 62 performances. Some stadiums. This is significantly bigger than who only had a North American arena tour, leading local outlets to raise a question. Oh wow.
Because Love Yourself tour had 2.06 million attendees, which is way bigger than the winner, so it didn't make sense how BTS didn't win at least the concert tour category. They went to big stadiums and broke so many records with it. How come they didn't win? So ARMYs were mad about it, and we ended up charting BTS entire album's discography in the US iTunes chart. Well, we had such a productive anger behavior, but of course karma is an ARMY. Because not long after that, BTS win the exact same category in the EREMA 2019. The best group is gonna win indeed, and that's BTS. The next
Wait, why? Why?
case is about Grammy. On November 20th, 2019, Grammy announced their nomination and BTS sadly were not nominated for anything. This was disappointing, because according to our latest album sales in November 2019, BTS Map of the Soul Persona was the number 1 best-selling album, but it didn't get the nomination that it deserved, and we know the reason why. And just like what we did before, we ended up charting BTS entire album's discography in the US iTunes.
I mean, that is power. ARMY got like real power, and I like the way that you kind of showcase the power that ARMY has by charting the BTS albums. You know, there's many ways that people can kind of go the destructive route, but not here. As for Grammys, I mean, you couldn't make it more obvious even if you tried. I mean, come on. It's just like
chart again. It was to show them that we are bigger than they think we are, and to show them that they can't ignore BTS forever. And now in March 2020, IFPI announced the global top albums of 2019, and BTS Persona is in top 3 of the list with 2.5 million units, and according to Chart Masters, BTS Persona is the number 1 global top albums of 2019.
Wow.
So it was kinda funny how BTS didn't get nomination for Album of the Year, when they pretty much outsold everyone.
So what's the Grammys excuse for that? I mean, that is how award shows kind of loses its credibility when you look the other way for some reason. Now, I'm not gonna say anything here, but it is odd to me why you wouldn't include BTS when they outsold everybody else on that list. What is the what's the motivation behind that? You know?
Now let's talk about the Kingsman incident in December 2019. Did BTS just have the exact same stage design as my faves for the second time? Someone's management team has been attending my faves concerts and taking notes. How are they gonna steal two set designs from us like no one is gonna notice? Well, I'm not
like
really
Asian milk.
surprised, because it's not the first time for them to accuse BTS of plagiarism. I mean, it was obviously a Kingsman reference. It's not like their fave's own Kingsman or anything, but the funny thing is, this BTS stage blew up and got the recognition from the author of Kingsman. He said he loved the performance.
The love for Kingsmen in Asia is amazing, particularly South Korea, where it had a massive cultural impact. Someone sent me this today, and I love it. Thank you. Let's see. Oh wow, let's see. Thank you. Actually, given the big Kingsman families in Asia, I personally think it would be really cool to have BTS do a song. Oh my god, that's amazing.
And he said that
Wow.
it will be cool to have BTS do a song for one of the movies. So yeah, that's a karma for them.
I mean, oof. That's where you just... Go on.
And also in Outro Ego MV, there's a Kingsman reference too. So, that BTS stage was probably just a spoiler for Ego MV. Maybe it's connected to the BTS universe story, and was meant to give some clue about BTS comeback in 2020. So it's not a plagiarism at all. It's not even about their faves at all. So please stop being delusional. The last topic for this video is about BTS and Parasite movie. So, some K-popers were mad because ARMYs and some other people talking about how BTS and Parasite movie being the pride of South Korea.
Let's see, the first non-English act in history to win Best Group at the American Music Awards, and the first non-English language film in history to win Best Picture at the Oscars. Korea's pride. Alright, that is beautiful. I mean, South Korea, they have some amazing, when it comes to drama, it's my go-to 100%. And also movies, they have some really, really good movies that I've been watching. And I've also introduced my father to them. I don't know if you guys have seen Kingdom, the Korean drama called Kingdom. I introduced both of my parents to it, and they really enjoy it. And you know, they keep asking me, when is season 3 coming out? When is season 3 coming out? And it's just yeah.
And here's what they said. No, your K-pop faves didn't pave the way. Parasite did that all on its own. Stop being disrespectful to every single person that worked their asses over this masterpiece of a movie. For real, Parasite made history and now you guys are gonna make it about BTS. This ain't about them. Shut up. So they were really mad about it, but the thing is, it's not ARMYs who started mentioning BTS and Parasite together. It was mentioned by Jimmy Fallon. He said it's an amazing moment for South Korea, because they have Parasite and BTS. Some Korean people also talking about it. They said they feel proud and happy that they can live in the same time with Bong Joon-ho and BTS. And some Korean netizens said that the world classes of their cultural industry are Bong Joon-ho and BTS. It was also mentioned by the esports writer that
the Elite Four. Parasite, BTS, I forgot, but that's the esports guys, and Son. He's my favorite player in the Premier League. My Human Son is... He's amazing. He's amazing. I play a football game and I always get him.
BTS is one of the Elite Four of South Korea. President Moon also mentioned BTS and Parasite. He said BTS and Bong Joon-ho are leading the Korean wave worldwide. He basically said BTS paved the way, hahaha. Bong Joon-ho himself also talking about BTS. When he went to Jimmy Fallon, he said he particularly enjoyed the episode when BTS was there.
Wow.
And when he was asked about Korean music takeover, he said he think BTS has 3,000 more the power and influence that he have. He basically loved BTS.
So humble.
So why are they complaining about BTS being mentioned with Parasite? I mean, please control your jealousy. No one discrediting Parasite. People love BTS and people love Parasite, and they are both from South Korea, so it's natural for us to talk about them all together. We just want to appreciate both of them, because they are indeed the pride of South Korea, and you should just accept it. So that's it for today's episode. I hope you
Thank
enjoy
you.
the video, and if you still here, I want to ask for your help. YouTube demonetized my channel for reused content, and they've been rejecting my reapplication because of the same reason, but I made all of the videos by myself, and it's not reused at all. So if you have time, can you please go to my Twitter account at Shookga and help me to retweet this, so I can reach out to YouTube. You can also visit my Ko-fi page to support me. I will put the link in the description below so you can check it out. Thanks for watching,
Thank you
and thanks
too.
for supporting me. See you in the next video.
I'm gonna check out the Twitter, see if things have gotten better. But wow, wow. Where do we start? You know, that whole ending scene, I think it's good to celebrate when people from your country are representing your country in a great way. And you know, Parasite, you can see the director is very humble. He's very down to earth. We can take Hyun-Min Son, for example. He is a football player, or for you in America, soccer, he is a football player that is always conducting himself, and he's the prime example of hard work. He's always running constantly during the games, and everybody's talking about his his work rate and how he also won a trophy back for South Korea, which granted him military like leave, so he didn't have to go because he brought honor to his country. And then of course you got the esports guys and BTS. Like, things like that should be celebrated because BTS in general, they are wonderful. I mean, they have been at UN talking, not just been there once, but twice, and I think once over video, and they're just representing South Korea in such a good way. Like, you can't look at BTS and be like, they are just prime example of how you should conduct yourself while you have fun and not be some sort of a robot. These guys are always giving themselves out and just showing what it means to have good manners, be respectful and considerate of just everything around them, while still having your own persona. And I love that. Sadly, the thing about these videos is we're watching them because it's basically takes that age like milk. But in reality, these people, it's hard to kind of get through to them because their minds are already set on one opinion. That opinion is that BTS can do no right. So it's really hard to kind of, I guess, change that. And I think in such cases, maybe, they're going to grow up someday, or maybe they're going to, have a change of heart somehow and be like, okay, I don't know why I did this, because it just kind of looks bad on them more than it looks bad on BTS, because BTS are they're minding their own business. Throwing out all these false accusations against BTS isn't going to make it stick, because, the truth is out there, and it just seems like people are upset about that. But I am super proud of BTS for what they've done. I am super proud of who they are as people. And ARMY, you guys are wonderful. I love how every time BTS didn't get in to the nomination, the albums just started charting. But yes, thank you, Shookga. Thank you, guys. Stay safe, take care. And if you got other videos you want me to react to, you can just let me know.